Alright, let's talk batteries for a minute. So my kayak is powered by two lithium batteries. So the one in this trolling motor box is a 100 amp hour box. Is a 100 amp hour battery. The thing that I like about this box is one that it gives you a way to kind of enclose like your terminals and keep everything kind of like secure. And then I normally just tie it down on the kayak, but what's nice about it is it has the ring terminals here, and I just keep this on there full time. And that's a trolling motor plug, and then that just plugs in right here. I added a dual USB. I have one of these up front too, but I added this one directly to the box so I can charge things, and mainly I run my GoPro off of this. Also has a voltage meter, which is nice, so you can kind of figure out what's going on with your battery, check voltage if you're troubleshooting or whatever. The other thing that's kind of cool is this one has like cigarette adapter built into the box when it comes from the factory. So you're camping, you have something that plugs in like a cigarette lighter. Like one of the things I have is a inflatable mattress inflator, so I can plug that in there and inflate my mattress if I was camping or something. 100 amp hours should last you 2 days. The other thing that I did was I added this SAE connector, and the reason why I did this is I use these no-code chargers here that are onto the wall, and they have different adapter tips, and the SAE connector is just very straightforward. So like this is the female side of it, but the male end looks like that, and they just plug right in, pull right out. I also run that on this 20 amp hour. So this battery goes up front, and I'll talk about that in a second. Alright, so I'm up front at the bow. So the 20 amp hour that I use up here at the bow powers a couple different things. One, it powers my fish finder. This is kind of like a dashboard that I made. It powers the fish finder, which is that red cable here. And then I also have another one of those dual port USBs here with the multimeter. And then this little switch right here, it turns on the NMEA network, which is these data cables here. So I have one for the fish finder. The GPS connects into it, and then one goes into the motor guide. And that NMEA network will get all that stuff talking together. But the weird thing about it is, or like the limitation of it, is that all the devices have to be powered up, and then that network comes up after the fact. So that's why that switch was installed there. So there's that. Now this 20 amp hour battery works pretty nice. I can run normally a full tournament day, and I'm running a 7-inch Lowrance HDS7. That's their high resolution 7-inch screen. I can run that all day and my network, and charge the phone if I needed to. So in terms of the hatch here, I have everything wired up here, and then I drilled a hole into this liner. This is a removable liner. I'll take this out. But that just allows the cables to easily retract and go down as needed. Like if you're on the water and you're getting in here to get something, you know, you're not fighting with the lid to take it down. But let me take that out. Now my wiring up here is as nice as it can be. Like I could still use this on tournament day and not worry about stuff, but what I did was I put little holes in here and kind of routed all my cables around. But as we drop in, you guys will see how I have this all wired. So I got three things punched into that 6-port block that you see here, and they all have fuses, and it is a lot of wiring. And then that's the reverse angle of that little console panel that I made. So what's nice though is that I have this SAE connector. So let me back up a little bit. I just pretty much set the battery up here, and I got this this tie down. This goes around like that cutout of the pod, and then what I did to make sure like the battery is supported properly and it's not moving around when I'm on the water is I just took a foam noodle and cut it, and then I just put a like a Velcro tie down strap and just wrapped it around 2 pieces of foam. That just gives it enough space to where it's not hitting like the back end of those USB terminals and stuff. So normally what I do on tournament day is I put this in like that, wrap this cable around it, and then just cinch it down to a little bit tight, and that just keeps it in place from moving. I know this ain't the best video, but and I just plug in my little SAE cable like that, and then boom, you know, we're ready to go. I put the liner back in and we're rocking and rolling. You guys can see got voltage up here, and then, you know, my switch is all powered. What's nice too is that if I wanted to expand, you know, having a 6-port terminal block there, I can easily do that. You know, like running lights or whatever. I'm kind of happy with how everything is now. And then in the 3, so all those are independently fused too. So what I do is I keep extra spare fuses that would cover the wattage of or the amperage of what those would be if they tripped. So, you know, I have essentially everything I need to troubleshoot. This is the wiring right here for the NMEA network. So this is like the GPS module, this is the motor guide, this is the fish finder, and then this is the one that actually terminates to that switch for the powering of that. So yeah, man, that's pretty much the wiring.